A major threat to Ripple and XRP, and it's coming from one of the biggest players in the world. A crypto IPO. Did you get into it? Let me know down below, but you gotta see who first. We're gonna talk about price action of the alts, XRP, along with
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
along with me torturing you with Sailor AI art. That's right, because not enough of you are hitting the like button at every video. Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin state of mind. He's laying in a field with his orange headphones on. Come on, this is horrible. You think that's bad? How about this one? The future is orange. But it's an Apple phone. Oh, God, Sailor. Altcoin season? Yeah, baby. 67 out of 100. Can't wait till we get to 69. Wonder when my wife gets home tonight. Now, before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. You, the viewer, matter most. Is for sure your comments at the beginning of every video. Andrew Butcher, channel member. Thank you, Andrew. Says, I'm digging this camera angle of your space, Klaus. Appreciate it. I got quite a few angles I could use of this room. You haven't seen that wall yet. You haven't seen that wall yet. And that whole backside there, there's two more bikes on that side there. There's a big rifle right over there. We've got another bike right over there. It's a trainer actually right over there. And yeah, lots of space in here. Love the studio room and natural lighting. Peter goes and says, Frankie promoting H-Bar caused me to finally break down and acquire some. Frankie is H-Bar Sailor without the AI cringe art. Well done, Frankie. Like I said, altcoin season looking good. Market, 150 billion in volume. Not so hot. We are over the $4 trillion market cap, which is great. Led by some funky players, though. ETH, by the way, 81% up in the last 90 days. Pyth up as well. Sol up 65% in the last 90 days. Did you get into the Gemini IPO? Let me know down below. Its IPO is priced at $28 a share, $2 above the top end of its range, and raised $425 million. The Winklevoss twins. Yeah. The Facebook guys. Sorry, Zuck the Cuck got that one. Either way, they got some support with NASDAQ, which helped boost their valuation, and a lot of other players are saying, yo, these guys can retool and get their company out of debt. Yeah, they're losing money. So raising money via IPO could help them retool and save and turn things around. Now there's a major threat to Ripple and XRP, and it comes from one of the biggest crypto companies in the world. Who's that company? It's Tether. Whoa, now before you people out there start going, oh, but bro, Tether's going to go insolvent. Tether's going to go under. Listen to this. Tether is launching USAT, a US-based stablecoin that is going to be fully compliant and adhere to strict regulatory standards. Tether CEO Paolo Ordonio has stated that the yet-to-be-launched product will help ensure that the US dollar remains dominant in the digital age. And they're going to buy up a lot of government debt, so the United States government is going to be very happy with it. The new announcement will certainly heat up the ongoing stablecoin race in the US, which is such new notable participants as Ripple's highly regulated RLUSD. As reported by you today, and I shared it with you as well, Ripple's Jack McDonald, the senior VP of stablecoins, recently said that RLUSD is going to reach 10 billion in stablecoin market cap. They're not there yet. They're at like 742 million, somewhere around there. But now Tether's coming into the space going, yo, bro, gals, we want to get in and we want to be, yes, Genius Act compliant. Here's that announcement from Tether. Tether unveils USAT, the T for Tetherino, boys and girls. The announcement of USAT and Bo Hines' appointment as the future CEO represents the natural step in Tether's next mission. You're like, Bo Hines, where's that guy from? That's the White House crypto guy. Yeah, remember I said he left for private sector to get more zeros on his paycheck? Yeah, he's with Tether. So all of a sudden he comes to Tether. He's like, I'll help you be compliant with the White House. And he's got the connects. So now Tether is like, yo, United States government, we'll buy up a lot of your debt. And United States government's like, okay, we'll let you buy up debt. So now Tether's getting into the US-based stable coin market. Tether to launch US-based stablecoin USAT a threat to Ripple and XRP. How is it a threat? Because Tether has big bags. Tether also has rails. Tether also has USDT. Volume for USDT is absolutely insano. Wanna see? Yeah, and this is what Tether has working for them. Just cash flow. Volume 120 billion in the last 24 hours. XRP's volume $5.29 billion. You're like, well, bro, what about RLUSD? How does that compare? 98 million. So yeah, you've got one of the biggest players in all of crypto now launching a direct competing product. And you're like, but bro, Tether, and hey, they're launching a compliant stablecoin, which means they're going to be audited, they're going to be backed by all the right stuff, and they've got the former White House big in crypto now working for them, which means what? They've got an inside track. So Tether spent the money to hire an insider, giving them what they need in order to do what? Capture market dominance. So what do you think is going to happen to Tether as a company? Yep, they're going to be making more money. Speaking of money, XRP still hanging out above $3, $3.03 to be exact. Volume, like I said, 5.29 billion. You want to go look at a few candlesticks? Sure, let's do it. Over the last month, we've been above 330, but the majority of the last 30 days has been spent below that $3 mark. Now, granted, we have climbed north above that, and over the last 7 days, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Optimism on what? We're going to get rate cuts. They're not that far away. They're on the 17th. We're going to be doing a live stream based on that. The live streams are absolutely fun, super informative. Chat is really cool in that as well. The market right now, they're saying 100% chance of cuts. Most of the chance, 90-ish% of it, depending on what day you look at the data, 25 basis points. About 10% of the market saying, yeah, we'll get a 50 basis point cut. I still believe he's going to pause one more time because CPI data was too high. And tariffs. I think he's going to blame tariffs. I think he's going to pause one more time, and I think it's just going to rock the crap out of the jobs market, which we already saw an adjustment on, which was not good. So now what? Well, now we wait also for regs, which is coming in when? Late October into November. USDT already got the regs. USAT already got the regs as well with the Genius Act. XRP is sitting here going, yo, give us the regs. But see, the government's not in a rush. Because see, XRP isn't backed by government debt. So the government doesn't really have an incentive to promote anything XRP or altcoin related. Why? Well, because none of the altcoins are backed by government debt. But stablecoins are, U.S. compliant stablecoins are. So no wonder the United States government wants stablecoins to be hot. Because it benefits the United States government. So someone's running defense for the stables. Altcoins are just going to have to tread till we get there. Will we get the cuts? We'll know in less than a week. But yo, we got a big threat for Ripple's RLUSD and XRP. As Tether says, yo, hold my beer, ladies. We're bringing USAT and Bo Hines, former White House crypto big, to the table. Buckle up, kids. This is going to be a wild ride. Now, the nice thing about this is I believe this is going to make all the players in the stablecoin race step up their game. When the big dog steps into the room and says, yo, I want a piece of this pie as well, everyone's going to take note and be like, oh boy, it's time for us to be big kids and pull up our britches and get to work. And I think Ripple's going to do just that. I think Ripple's going to come up with something big for Swell. That's their annual meeting at the end of this year. And they're going to come up with something with RLUSD that's super juicy. Because they can't let Tether have all the action. And granted, RLUSD is growing very quickly. Now, they don't have the notoriety that Tether does and the global dominance like Tether does. But seriously, RLUSD has been growing pretty quickly. The majority of RLUSD is found on ETH chain. Kind of quick fact there for you. Now, XRP threat, not so much. The real threat is to RLUSD because it's stablecoin versus stablecoin. But let's be real here. if it hurts RLUSD, it's certainly not going to help XRP, right? I mean, I think we just have to be frank with yourselves here. That and the fact that Tether is like, look, you guys make rules. We're just going to create compliant stablecoins to fit those rules. You didn't think Tether was just going to like lay down and be like, well, Genie Sack's here, Micah's here, we're just not going to roll anything. No, they're going to come up with compliant versions. Now, in terms of the Gemini IPO, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I wasn't really interested in it. I'm not a fan of the Winklevoss twins. I'm also not a fan of exchanges losing money during like the biggest crypto boom we've ever seen. Especially volume-wise, like if there's a lot of volume right now and like this is the crypto boom and you're losing money, I don't know. Like, that's kind of weird if you ask me. That's just my own personal opinion. So we'll keep an eye on it price-wise, see if it's juicy. I doubt it's going to be super juicy like Circle, because that was what? A stablecoin, of which we learned the United States government is running defense for, because yes, it's backed by government debt. Ola. Of which the altcoins aren't, and that's why they're not rushing to do the regs. See, you learn stuff if you watch the videos. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo, holy crap. Do you see all the different medications they have me on, and none of them are working? Luckily for me, they moved my specialist appointment up, so they get to take a look at me again even sooner. Yeah. Yay, United States medical system. It's cool. All right, everyone. I got stuff to do. I'll bring you more news as it breaks. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Unless you want me to bring more Michael Saylor AI art. In that case, he's going to keep posting it so I can keep showing it and blind y'all. So choo-choo what? Oh. Choo-choo. Bitches.